Good morning, good morning, good morning. I don't have any music entry this morning. I don't know if anybody will pop in here or not, but I know I had to speak my piece while it was still fresh on my mind. I knew that God had me watching this whole Chrisean thing for a reason. There is definitely a message here. Um, After Chrisean started blowing up and she went out on her own, now as long as she was under Blueface's tutelage, it was all good. But after Chrisean decided to go on her own and do her own thing and take her money back, this is when I believe that the smear campaign began. I think that Blueface is a handler. I think he's in with these people. And I think that she has been targeted. The more successful she became, the more the radar was on her. When she got that house, as soon as she got that house, things started getting bad. You see, every 2 or 3 days, Blueface would attack her. First, he'd come over there and make her think everything was good. Then the next thing you know, he's tweeting about her all day and embarrassing her, talking about her parenting, people jumping on the bandwagon with that. Then you had the Summer Walker incident. Summer Walker was reaching out to her, and then all of a sudden, she was making fun of her on TikTok. Like these little things, y'all, these industry people, I'm telling you, like if you own show, she probably thought that Chrisean was gonna go off on her, and she would have some footage of Chrisean fighting her or whatever. But Chrisean flipped it because even though people try to make it look like she's such a bad person, she's really not. When you see her go off, she's on defense. Good morning, Tony. So she goes over here and Krishan lets her in. It's a wonderful, wonderful, refreshing energy, y'all. We usually see fighting, people threatening to kill each other, people threatening to do or trying to embarrass each other. But with this one, it was beautiful. This lady got to see her grandson. They were all reminiscing with each other. But during this whole time, Tamar was calling Krishan on the phone. Now it was about almost 100,000 people was watching the live when Carlissa went to Krishan's house. I know Tamar knew that Carlissa was there because she was in the comments and she was blowing up Krishan's phone. Okay, she kept asking her, "Was she coming? Was she coming?" So Krishan now she's high off of this because when Carlissa was there, Krishan was nervous as hell. You could see she was nervous. Oh my God, Carlissa's at my door. The last time I saw her, we had a fight. I beat her up. And she went and got her Bible and she started reading out of the Bible for like advice on what she should do. And when she read that verse out of the Bible, she said, okay, I got to let her in, y'all. I got to let her in. So she let her in. Wonderful evening. She goes to Tamar's event with her usual lineup, her usual crew. First red flag. They wouldn't let all of her people in with her. Now, you've been blowing up this girl's phone. I'm sure Krishan talked to you and told you things while y'all was talking during the course of the day. But it seems like nothing, no, she wasn't welcome there. She wasn't welcome there to your event. Tamar, she gets in. She's hanging out with Tamar. I put up a video. I couldn't get it to put it here. How Tamar looked at Krishan when Krishan was like, "Oh, you look so good. You look so nice. Let's do a video." She's setting up her phone to do a video, so she's looking at the phone, and Tamar's behind her, giving her the evil eye, yo. I put it up on my story shorts because I want people to see that, because they think Tamar's not involved. She is involved, because Tamar is a jealous bitch. She was jealous of her own sister she was competing with. So just the same way we saw Chrisean trending all over the place, everything she was touching was turning to gold. The Kai Cenat stream ratings was off the roof when she came in. The Jason Lee interview ratings was off the roof. She reached 3.5 million in 4 or 5 days. It took Jaden and Blueface 2 to 3 weeks to get to 3 million. And probably after they saw Chrisean's numbers, they probably did some type of trick to get their numbers up for the interview. Okay? Then you got her song with Lil Marble. I think it's past 15 million now. This is an independent song. Okay? Past 15 millions, no gimmicks, no type of nothing to push the release of the single. They just released it out of nowhere. It blew up. Um, What else did she do? She did that. She did that. I don't know. I forgot, y'all. Oh, she's on the Billboard. The song hit Billboard. 3 different Billboard charts. The top 100 charts at 97, and the other 2 Billboard charts for TikTok and other streaming services, #1. They're watching all of this with no mainstream backing. Then she gets on her live and she says, I don't want to sign any contract. She's talking about how the industry's shady, and she showed her business savvy. She's a very smart young lady. Tamar gets her to this place. They're all looking at Tamar like she's crazy, but yet you give her the microphone for her to get on stage. So if you give a performer a microphone, they they think that, when you introduce them, they're going to at least sing a piece of their song or something. Chrisean usually gets up on the stage where she is and she might sing the chorus, or when they play her song, she'll take the mic and sing along with it. They were looking at her like they didn't know this woman made any songs or anything. One of the background singers, if you see the body language from that video, Chrisean was being very sweet to her, and she kind of like threw Chrisean off. Chrisean just walked away. The next morning, you got the concert promoter saying that she bursted into Tamar's dressing room because she wasn't able to perform. And when his friend James responded to her, she punched James in the face. We see no pictures or video of him getting punched in the face. We see no aftermath of chaos at that event on video. We don't see none of that. We don't see a police report. He won't show his face. He gets online to talk, but we don't see his face. Okay? All of this was set up because they had to take this girl down. It's not nobody else's internet anymore but Chrisean's. She was trending every week, every day. She was trending. If she gets up and do one live, she's all over the place. These people don't have it like that, y'all, without the machine behind them. So envy and jealousy plays a big part in all of our lives, no matter what doggone type of level we on. It's always somebody out to get you. Even her own baby's father was using her and playing her and disrespecting her and using her for his own benefit. He had no sympathy for her. This girl is only 23 years old, y'all. She's not a grown person that could assess things well. She's still learning. But I think she's been handling all of this very well for someone who went from nothing to something overnight, and to be so young and to have so much animosity coming at her for no reason. The whole world is watching this. The whole world is watching grown men like Whack 100 say she's going to be out of the limelight in 90 days. Are you behind this too, Whack 100? Because you're mad because she's not giving your client her money anymore? Blueface is $13 million in debt. Let's say Chrisean has to be separated from her child and he gets the child. Who's going to get all the clout? Everybody's going to be looking at him again. Because right now, everybody's looking at him like a clown. He's trying to make Jaden be another Chrisean. You can't make another Chrisean. Chrisean is up there to teach people something. Because every time she got on a live or did anything, she spoke about the Most High. She spoke about God and how important God is. Nobody's talking about God anymore. People talk about murder and demons more than they talk about God. So this is how the spirit realm works. This girl gets up here, and even though she's all the things, that ratchetness that people love, she's also attached to God, and she makes sure she speaks on God every chance that she gets. And nobody wants that. Industry don't want that. They don't want that. They want everything to be negative. And this girl was a light. Now watching all of this go down, and I started to say, I was feeling in my heart like, damn, I hope they don't try to bring this girl down. And as soon as that thought really started registering with me, all of this went down. Now they're saying that her house was robbed. That's an industry move, y'all. They always do that to people. They did it to Kim Kardashian. They did it to Nas. They did it to a couple of people. Like it's a whole bunch of celebrities where their house was robbed. But the timing of this is very suspicious to me. Because everything is happening back to back to back to back to back. So to me, it looks like a setup. Tamar unfollowed the concert promoter that was up there trolling and disrespecting Chrisean. But that's just for her to a way for her to look innocent. She didn't come out and say anything regarding this. And you, Tamar, was the one that kept asking her to come there. And when she came there, everybody, all your people was treating her bad. That's like I invite one of y'all to my house and everybody in that house is treating you bad and you're my guest. That's disrespect. I know I would go off if I seen people disrespecting my people. And Tamar goes off for anything. So why won't you go off for this, Tamar? You mad. Because you're 40 years old. You look like a Muppet. Because your plastic surgery is botched. Okay? Your sister too. Your sister Tony Braxton was there. None of y'all have the traction on the internet. The traction period that Chrisean has. None of them. Not even Beyonce has that traction at this point. She has a full machine behind her. Chrisean has no full. She's doing everything genuinely. Everything's genuine. But I knew there was a message. She was getting too much attention. And anytime you see things get attention like that, there's something in there that God is trying to show us. It's not just a day to day, this happened and that happened. That's not the way it is. And our reaction to things plays a big part in how the future plays out. Because God is saying, let me put this in y'all face. What y'all think about this? So now they're going to try to put Chrisean down, and they'll probably try to push her sister Tashiki up. And now, if Tashiki is smart, she'll be paying attention to this. All of y'all sisters and brothers should be a team because you got a big monster that y'all have to face and fight if y'all want to break into this industry. You got little Petey, her little brother, is headed towards getting a football contract. He's very, very good in football. And I'm worried about him. Every other day, a football player is dying. I think a football player died yesterday. So it's like this world is so unpredictable and unrecognizable. And I'm not trying to look at it from a negative point of view. I'm just saying as an observer. I said I was watching Chrisean's story as a case study, y'all, because I wanted to see if what my beliefs and understandings or what I thought was really going on is true. And it kept telling me, my conscience kept telling me, they're gonna try to bring her down. They're gonna try to bring her down. They kept sending people at her to get tight with her. She slide out of this, she slide out of that, and then here comes Tamar. Here comes Tamar, and Tamar lures her to that party, and then they were waiting to execute their little plan, and it went well. She goes home, she's recovering from it. Her house gets robbed. Now, people say you could tell, you could get people's address easily and this and this and that. But how and why? Why is it so easy to access these people's addresses? Like, they don't put the front of their house there or the house number there or the street there. I seen on the live when she was when Carlissa came there that people was in the chat room going, "We got your address. We know where your house address is." Like, who are these people that was in this chat room saying these things? Who are these people? Chrisean said a couple of days before this all went down. Last week sometime she said, "I'm getting a lot of hate towards me right now. I'm getting a lot of things happening to me." And she said when she got to the party, all type of wicked things started happening. I got my prayers up for Chrisean. And if her family is listening to these things about their sister, y'all need to get together and protect y'all sister and y'all brother Petey. Put all that other bullshit to the side, y'all. Because the only thing that's going to conquer these wicked people is love. And it's a weapon that we all have that we choose not to use. So I'm not up here to talk too long, but I wanted to get these things off of my chest. This is definitely was a setup. If you look at my videos, the first morning that the story came out, I said, "Is the industry trying to attack her? And is this a smear campaign?" That's what I said. And then all of these things started unfolding. At first, everybody was just saying, "Oh, she shouldn't have did that. She should go to jail if she punched that dude in his face." Because they set y'all up as far as her narrative and her persona with the reality shows when she was whooping on these females that was disrespecting her. But nobody was paying attention to why she was beating these people ass. They was testing her and they was disrespecting her. But everybody has the narrative that she's quick to punch somebody in the face. The stylist that she punched in the face was trying to smear her, was doing all type of things to Chrisean that people didn't know about. That's why when she saw the girl at the event, she punched her in the face because she was ducking her, but she was doing all this wickedness. So look at this as a case study, y'all. Look at how this girl came up and look at what's going on and how many people are against her. And if you really look at it, she's a sweetheart. She didn't do nothing to none of them. She didn't shit on none of these people. Even though Blueface gets on Twitter and tries to disrespect her and degrade her, she always says, "I love Blueface" at the drop of a hat. She'll tell you, "I love him and appreciate him for putting me on." Whereas a lot of these other females with their reality show mentalities would have never done that. A lot of these females with their reality show personalities would have never let Blueface's mother in her house after the way Blueface's mother was acting and talking about her and saying that the baby didn't belong to Blueface. How much can one person take? So I got her in my prayers. I got all of us in my prayers. And I hope we get to see something good happen for a change because everything always ends in disaster and chaos when you're dealing with that industry. Peace and love, y'all.